Hi, everyone. Today we are having another segment for Latina Voice, and today I am meeting with another powerhouse Latina, Denise Fernandes. She is the owner of the Fernandes Initiative. So we're gonna kind of talk about her, how her life has been, how is it now, and how her message could kind of basically empower other Latinas, which is basically the mission for Latina Voice Inc. So Denise, I really want to welcome you to our platform. I'm so excited to have you. Um, so again, I just want to start asking you questions about, who you were the person before in your past, the things that you had to kind of overcome, the barriers that you had to kind of cross, and just, start walking us through how you, became the person you are today. And just tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you for the opportunity, Dr. Laporta. I really appreciate it. Latina Voice, appreciate it. Um, I started on this path of my life 3 years ago because I was married for 25 years and I did not know that I was a victim of domestic violence until a friend of mine later on explained it to me and told me you have to research it because you are a victim of domestic violence, because I thought that domestic violence was just when somebody hits you. Come to find out it's not like that. It's psychological, it's financial, it's emotional, it's all of that together. And unfortunately, in my case, I was a victim for the 25 years until I decided to file for divorce and walk away from the relationship.
Wow.
And actually, yesterday, it was my third anniversary of freedom. So,
Wow.
yeah, so I've been divorced for the 3 years. And it was very hard for me to start all over because you have this image about marriage that you think is going to last forever. And then you come to a conclusion later on, after all that happened to you, that unfortunately is not like that. And you start being scared. And that's one of the things that I took so long to make the decision. It's because I was afraid of what's gonna happen to me, what my family's going to say, because coming from a Catholic family, divorce is not really that good, but
Right.
you just so. But once I made the decision, I don't look back. I think it's good. A lot of struggles, but it's
How
good.
was it for you when you realized that you was in an abusive relationship? I mean, we talk to a lot of young girls and, women that are in these situations, and they separate themselves from what it's really happening. Like, this is not me, that could be happening to you, but that's not my situation. How was
Yeah,
that for you?
because what happened is you you try to juggle everyday living, right? And you get yourself so busy. I was busy professionally because I was part of President Obama's campaign and representing him in the state of New Jersey. So that kept me so busy that I really did not focus of everything that was going around me. I was just trying to make it dead day, and for me was good enough.
Okay.
So when I look back in retrospective, it was a mess. It was
Yes.
terrible because wow, I said to myself, what a mistake, what a mistake. But you have to come the decision yourself. Everybody can tell you. In my case, I nobody told me except my best friend that he said, and he's a male, and he told me you are a victim of domestic violence.
Oh my God.
All my girlfriends and nobody said anything. So it depends how you wanna get out, if you're ready for it, and it's depend on us really, but it wasn't easy. It was, the decision is never easy.
And what about the fear? You know, like sometimes I talk to people, there's always the fear. And you said it, you were scared, you were worried about what your family was gonna think, coming from a Catholic church. How did you deal with the fear itself?
You know, and what is interesting is that I was the one responsible for all the bills because my ex-husband decided not to handle none of the, financial responsibility. So, so I was the one taking care of everything in the house. He just was a guest there, right? And I don't know what the fear comes because I'm saying you are supporting yourself and you supporting him. You paying all the bills. So I don't understand the fear. I don't know if it's because the family comes into place and
Yeah,
say, oh my God, I'm gonna be looking really bad. But at the end of the day, when I look back, it was a crazy thought, and who cares about what the anybody thinks? You have to think about yourself,
yeah.
your state of mind, emotionally, physically, and then just take a chance on yourself. So I decided to take a chance on myself.
And how was that chance? Like how did you come from that environment, that situation into your new situation?
Because what happens is once I filed for divorce, I was the one, you cannot live in the same place. So I knew that you would not get out. So I decided, okay, I need to find a place of my own and I need to do it. So at that point, I was working for the today's Governor Murphy in New Jersey. So, and his campaign. So I was like, okay, I'm good financially. I'm just going to go. And with my best friend, start looking for places and found studios. And I'm like, okay, that's good. So then I found a place that that I share. So I took, the basement. I never shared any place with anybody, never. And I was at my own space. So, but I said, this is new, so you got to accept the situation for now. And I was there until about a year ago. And that's when I really decided I need to find, because I wanted my own privacy and I didn't have that. And every woman, they get to a certain age,
Yeah.
we want our privacy. So I found with my best friend again, he helped me look for a place. And now next month will be a year that I have my own space. I call mi refugio.
Yeah. Your
So,
refugee, yeah.
I walk in, I don't have to look at anybody's face. It's just me and the place. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, your
It's
sanctuary.
a sanctuary, and you feel like so peaceful, and you start saying to yourself, I should have done that before.
Yeah.
Why didn't I make the decision before? But it's always that fear. I don't know why. We always, in my case, fearless. I was always outgoing and never afraid of anything. And my family don't live here in the United States. I'm the only one here. I don't know if that has something to do with with the fear level, but I feel okay. I'm in a good mood.
Place right now.
Yes, yes, because it takes time.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
Yeah. That makes you stronger, right?
exactly. Because you say, you know what, you, I'm doing all this and by myself, you can just continue doing it and you become stronger. I'm not gonna deny there is some days that you feel like, what am I doing here? I don't have anybody. You start feeling sorry for yourself, but then it just lasts a couple of minutes and like snap out of it. Let's go
Yeah.
and just keep going.
You know, I know that women that go through domestic violence, they go through these periods of where they're transitioning right to a new life. Like you
Mhm.
said, there were some days that, what am I doing? Um, what about the feelings of isolation? Did you feel, some of those emotional turmoil that you felt like you needed to kind of speak to somebody, did you ever think about, or did you do any therapy, any emotional support networks, anything to kind of help you mentally through the process?
Unfortunately, no. Because, like I said, I guess my therapy was being so busy professionally that never took the time to say, okay, I need help. I probably did. And, but I always look my circle. So, in my circle, I have psychologists. I have my good friend, Maria, that she's always there for me. She knows me forever. So by having a small circle and strong women that always lift me up, so I never had that feeling that, oh my God, I need some help,
Mhm.
psychologist or no. I thank God, no.
Okay.
Because I talk, once I was able to talk, that's another thing. You keep it quiet. And
Mhm.
I decided to tell my story about 3 years ago. And there was a forum about women's. And as I'm talking, and not everybody start crying. And that was a relief for me. And that's my therapy, actually. It's the more I talk about my story, I feel relief because everything start coming out. It makes me feel good, liberated. So I guess that's the my therapy, telling my story. Mhm.
That's good. That's good. So
Yes.
how is your life now? I understand you're running your own business, like you did a whole 360 with the way your life was before, so tell me how that feels. I mean, you went through domestic violence. That's something that, so many of us experience, right? And for some of us, we could lead the way to become very powerful. And then for some
Mhm.
of us, it doesn't turn out, the way it's
Um,
supposed to, so how's life for you now?
you know what? Life is. I'm not saying, oh my God, it's all beautiful and it's like we go through ups and downs. I took a chance on myself. I started my business. It's not easy being a woman, a minority, and trying to do this business. I've been very fortunate, thank God, let me knock on wood, that I do campaigns as part of my business, consulting, and do consulting with schools. So I have been very fortunate about that. But as you know, when you work for yourself, you always have to be constantly out there because you want to make sure that the projects come in because you got to pay the bills. And like, so, God forbid something happen, you only have yourself.
Yeah.
It's a learning process. Sometimes you're disappointed, like, oh my God, I need to go back to corporate America. This is just ridiculous. But
Yeah.
then some other times you'd be like, no, you're right. You are right. You are right. You be good. You good. So it's
See,
it's new.
It's no. You said something very interesting that, you know, as women, it's hard to kind of start up businesses and for them to be successful. As Latina women, it's twice as hard, right?
Yes.
So how has the experience been for you in developing your business within those circles? Do you still feel like you're struggling just to get those things done?
it, Sometimes I feel like I have to give 150 compare because I'm competing with men, and I feel like, oh my gosh, there we go again. I'm highly educated. I got a master's. I have an honorary degree. I can compete with men in the same level, but there is always a question mark. Can she actually do the job? And I'm saying, yes, I can. Yes, you can. I feel in equality, not yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. It's again
But
those
it's not
positional
easy.
issues. Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, you have the degree, the master's, all that, but then could she
And
really do the job because she has a very thick accent, or
exactly.
those
Oh,
kind of
oh
things,
my God, she's not here from here.
right?
I just like, okay, so we all got an accent. So I mean, what tough, hire me for my brains, not for my accent,
Yeah,
because I can do this,
yeah,
Even in campaigns, I have to demonstrate to men that yes, I can do this. And it shouldn't be that way. I been working for President Obama for 14 years. I had the best trainer in the world, him. So yes, I'm capable of. He never told me, no, you are really bad. I learned from the best. So I can produce, I can execute, I can deliver. So, but it's always something, that
There's
is,
always something.
yes, definitely.
So, I really appreciate you sharing your story with us, but what is the overall message that you would want to give other Latinas? Maybe Latinas that were in your same situation, they're starting out, that's in a situation of domestic violence, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, don't give up. Even in your darkest days, don't give up because you can do it. I am right here. I'm making it. You can make it as well. Don't be afraid. And I try to share as much as I can with young Latinas because I feel like that my experience that I've been going through, still going. And I try to share and open the doors to other Latinas, young professionals. So don't be afraid. It's really not, it sounds difficult. It sounds like it's a struggle that nobody said it would be easy, but on the other side, it's beautiful. It's peaceful. You will fulfill your dreams and you just keep going. That's what it's all about. That's my message.
That's perfect.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Now tell me about the Fernandes Initiative. What are the services that you provide for your business?
So basically what I provide is I try to empower women and always providing resources for the Latino community. In the Latino community in New Jersey does not have access to the resources that the state have for the simple fact that the state, New Jersey, only have information and resources in English. So I try to be the resource between A and I'm in the middle and C. So they're looking for immigration. I connect it. Basically, I'm the connector. So I try to do as much as I can to help women come to me that victims of domestic violence. Try to help them with shelter, attorneys, just make sure that they are in a safe place. You'll be, I work with a lot of consulates as well, helping the community. So I'm always busy
You're always busy.
and stuff, but it's good. It's rewarding. And then for me, as long as we make impact one person, it's good.
It makes all the difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where basically that's what we do. We consulting in campaigns. We consulting for schools, right? Districts, all related with the community, and that's how the Fernandes Initiative. So far, so good. We've been very, very good. So hopefully, in 5 years, I can say we've been very successful. So, and the bottom line is we're trying to make a difference in everybody's life. So we hanging in there and trying.
Great, great. Thank you
Good.
so much, Denise, for sitting
Thank
with
you for
me.
the opportunity.
I really
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it. Your messages is really gonna vibe with some of the Latinas, in our platform, and I do appreciate you coming on and just speaking with me. So grateful. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Dr. Laporto, for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.